I'm Rob Macdonald, VP of Exploration for Southern Silver, and today I'd like to speak to you about the Sara Lasmanitas project that Southern is developing into the next major silver resource in Mexico. I will be making forward-looking statements. I am a geologist. That's kind of what we do. I'll be using words such as believes, anticipates, and estimates, and these are aspirational in nature. We hope to achieve these, but again, they're forward-looking statements, so be cautious. And so with Southern Silver, we're primarily focused on our flagship project, the Sara Lasmanitas silver lead zinc Skarn system located in Durango, Mexico. The project is currently one of the largest and highest grade undeveloped silver projects in the world, with indicated and inferred resources totaling 272 million silver equivalent ounces at a relatively high grade of 354 grams per ton silver equivalent. The project is located in a well-established silver mining district in Durango, Mexico, and we're surrounded by producing companies. Over the last year, we've completed a number of value-creating transactions. This includes the acquisition of our former joint venture partners' 60% interest in the project for $15 million. This now gives us 100% ownership and control of the project. We recently, in June 2021, completed a $12 million brokered, non-brokered financing with Red Cloud Securities. This has topped up the treasury and left us in a good position moving forward to be able to complete further pre-development work on the Sara Lasmanitas project, as well as other greenfields exploration that we have planned on the CLM property, but as well as a second project that we have in New Mexico. So company catalysts looking forward. We've completed over 22,000 meters of drilling within the last year. This is getting rolled into a resource update that is pending within the coming weeks, and we expect to significantly increase the mineral resources that we have already established on the project. We have metallurgical and engineering work completed, and we have a bit more to do in the fall. And all of this will get rolled into a preliminary economic assessment that is pending Q1 2022. We also have some greenfields exploration on, as I said, both the CLM property as well as our Oro property in New Mexico. Looking at the capital markets profile, so at around 30 cents, we're just under $100 million market cap. We have cash and cash equivalents of $15.5 million sitting in the bank. Electrum Global Holdings remains a cornerstone shareholder, and we have ever-increasing institutional participation, not precipitation, it's raining outside, but participation in our company as well. Since we made the announcement of the acquisition of Electrum's portion of the joint venture in mid-2020, we have seen a very sharp increase in our share price, very sharp increase in our trading volume. Our share price is maintained pretty stable through much of 2021. It's come off a little bit in the summer, but we think we're heading into a good fall. As a result of that announcement, over the last 2 quarters of 2020, we were one of the top performing silver stocks on the market. And so we always look in terms of companies, of the people behind them. Southern Silver features experienced mine finders with a history of success, particularly in Mexico. You look down through the list of people and the list of projects that they've been involved with, and you see a number of world-class mines and deposits, including the Peñasquito project in Mexico, Hemlo, Eskay Creek in Canada, San Cristobal in Bolivia, the San Nicolas VMS system in Zacatecas, Mexico. So this is a group of people that know what major projects look like. They know how to advance and develop these projects. And they know how to bring them to a production decision, either within the companies that they're working with or through sale of the asset to a producer that puts the project into production for the benefit of the shareholder. And again, just a reminder, Sara Lasmanitas is one of the largest and highest grade undeveloped silver-based assets in the world, sitting quite comfortably within the top 10 in size. And of those top 10, we are the highest grade. And this is in part because the project is being modeled as an underground mining operation, sulfide resource. We use a relatively high cutoff grade to define our resources, and we have a relatively high average grade for the deposits. Again, just looking at the deal that we completed with Electrum, one of the takeaways is that this is very low acquisition cost of $15 million in cash and shares. That translates to only 9 cents an ounce silver equivalent. Again, we have a current cash position of $15 million and the ability to move forward. We now have a simplified ownership in the project, 100% control of the project. Electrum remains a supportive investor. We have an enhanced market profile, increased market capitalization, and we've become a much more attractive takeover target. So we started drilling on the project in September 2020. So we completed that phase of drilling in the beginning of August, late July, beginning of August. We had some fantastic results. You can see here again, some good underground mineable widths, and these are estimated true thicknesses, as well as very high grade silver equivalency values. And of note, we see a very strong component of the silver equivalency is contained within the silver mineralization. So again, we've been very excited by the results that we've produced since we started drilling again on the project in September, and are looking forward to seeing those results built in to the upcoming mineral resource update. So in terms of Southern Silver, we have 2 projects. The Oro project is an earlier stage project. It's a laramide, copper, moly, gold porphyry system in southern New Mexico. It's 100% owned, and I will touch on that a little bit later in the presentation. The flagship is the Cerrolas Monitas project. It sits within the Faja de Plata of north central Mexico. We're on the edge of the Altiplano, so we're not in the mountains, and we're surrounded by world-class deposits. The project is 100% owned. We spent over $30 million since initial acquisition in 2011. We recently completed the 22,000 meters of drilling and are building that into a mineral resource update. We have completed engineering and metallurgical test work. There's some additional work to get done this fall, and we'll be working that into a PEA pending Q1 2022. So the Cerrolas Monitas project, it's in an area of active exploration and development with superior infrastructure and community support. Here's the property package. It's located just 70 kilometers northeast of Durango. The highway from Durango to Torreon runs right through the property. We have power lines, rail lines running through the property. We operate out of the town of Guadalupe, Victoria. It's only an 8-minute drive to the project. As I said, we're on the edge of the Altiplano, so we're not in the mountains. As I like to joke, we're out in the middle of the bean fields, not the marijuana fields. So in terms of security, it's a very safe place to be working and a very active area for exploration and development. We're surrounded by producers. Hecla's on our east. Fresnillo is on our northern boundary. Avino is mining at their Avino mine just 6 kilometers away. And Corp mining is around 25 kilometers away at La Preciosa. Our environmental permits are in place. Our exploration access agreements with the local ejido are in place. And to that end, we've been able to complete nearly 80,000 meters of drilling on the project since 2011. And again, at a relatively low cash discovery cost of only 9 cents an ounce silver equivalent. This is Cerrolas Monitas. You can see the highway to Torreon in the foreground, one of the aforementioned bean fields. This is the Cerro here. We've identified 4 mineral deposits on the western side and are now about to bring in the Mina La Bacona and South Skarn targets into the resource categories. Geologically, we have a central intrusion in the center of the Cerro. We have historic artisanal mining around the neck of the intrusion. The known mineral deposits on the western side here highlighted in yellow, and then drilling that we've completed, this 850 meter strike length on the eastern side of the Cerro. These are large CRD skarn type systems similar to Grupo Mexico San Martin deposit, First Majestic's La Paria, and Peñola's Velardena system. We've now completed this phase of drilling on the eastern side. We've actually shifted to greenfields drilling here on the El Sol concession. This was a property that, or a claim that we reacquired in 2020, identified some targeting on it, and are now in the process of drilling around 3,000 meters on the project. So there will be more exploration assays pending through the fall. Again, a breakdown of the mineral resource. Relatively high cutoff grade. You see 83 million ounces of silver, 2.2 billion pounds of combined lead zinc. It's a fairly large mineral system at 23.9 million tons. The Skarn front deposit is the largest deposit that we've identified to date. That makes up around 18 million of the 23 million tons. So the highlights of this last phase of exploration, we've identified 2 new deposits. So the Mina Lavacona deposits, the South Skarn deposits, they're on the east side of the central intrusion. This is the mineralization that we've identified on the west side. The Skarn, the South Skarn consists of sort of 2 main horizons. The Mina Lavacona, a little bit more complex, and it also includes a shallow oxide zone in the upper part of the system in this area. Again, just to zoom in a little bit more to the Mina Lavacona, we have our high-grade mineralization sitting down dip of some historical artisanal development in the area. You can see some good high-grade mineralization in here. The Morella Chimney over here, a hanging wall zone with, again, thick zones of high-grade mineralization, broad zones of mineralization extending upwards of 350 meter strike, as well as the oxide zone sitting in the upper part of the Morella Chimney. Metallurgical test work, excellent recoveries, 92% recovery of silver, just under 95% recovery of zinc, over 80% recovery of lead, and 60% recovery of copper. We've completed an NSR model of the known deposits, the 2019 deposits, and have built a preliminary mine design of those deposits. We're currently exploring, or we have identified new deposits over in this area, and we'll bring these into the NSR model and mine design, and all of this will get rolled into the PEA. This is the Oro project very quickly. It's located just 50 miles south of Lordsburg, New Mexico. You can access by truck. It's a large zone porphyry system. We previously tested a distal gold target. This is a porphyry and skarn target in here. We recently completed 300 line kilometers of ZTEM survey that identified some porphyry targets in this area, skarn targets in this area, and we've in the process of permitting 6 holes, 4,000 meters that we are looking to start toward the end of Q4 2021. We're in the process of permitting, should have the permits in hand in November and be ready to go. And so that's it. Thank you again for tuning in. What you have to look forward to with Southern Silver is a new resource update, Q4 2021. So that'll be coming in the coming weeks. We have further greenfields exploration, both on the CLM claim and in the Oro property, pending in the fall and into 2022. And then looking forward to PEA results in the first quarter of 2022. Thank you very much.